Let's do something epic. Let's do something fun. I don't want to listen to people podcast. I want a podcast right now.
Oh, yeah?
I don't want to hear anybody else. I want to hear our thoughts. And I want to hear your... We're doing a podcast on the iPhone right now. Because I'm in Clay's new house in Washington Heights. Am I allowed to say where you live?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. In Washington Heights. Clay just moved here 2 weeks ago. First, let's get your thoughts on Dominican. A month ago. You live in... For those that don't know, it's... Washington Heights is a neighborhood in New York City, and it's full of Dominican people who are very loud and very beautiful. And they are very festive. So festive that it's every night. They party all night long. Your room will be shaking from the bass, and you will probably end up doing merengue all night long. That's what I was doing. I got home at 10, and the party didn't stop outside till 2 a.m. I was dancing in the kitchen, sliding everywhere, shaking around, because there was nothing else I could do. Yeah, you were partying. Right. Well, you're a white man. How do you feel moving to such a vibrant, ethnic neighborhood?
It's refreshing.
It's refreshing to you.
Yeah, it's nice. Everybody has big boom boxes, and they play music real loud, and everybody's outside all the time, and yeah, they're doing their thing. I like it.
All right, talk a little loud. I know you project a little because we don't have mics and stuff. You know, just project a little. You moved here a month ago, and you're feeling it. The food is great. We went to, what is it called? Casa de Mofongo, which is basically the Dominican Hooters.
Yeah,
they should just call it culos. That's what they need to call it, because the women are bad. Everybody's there is bad. They could barely understand you, and you could barely understand them. Well, you just point at the menu. I want that.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the menu is expensive, which Gordon Ramsay's taught me is not a good thing, actually.
Yeah?
He said it's bloody bad when you have a big menu. It means everything's frozen.
Was it the
fucking shit?
Is big or that the menu's expensive?
No, expansive.
Oh, expansive.
It's expansive. Yes, it is an expansive menu. It's a vast menu. I did say expensive by accident. It's an expansive menu, and Gordon Ramsay's taught me that that's bloody bullshit, because that means that everything's frozen. We got a beautiful seafood dish that now I think I'm starting to become allergic to seafood, which is crazy. Because now every time I have seafood, my mouth gets irritated, which never happened. So I'm very sad about that. But it's a lively Dominican place. There's lights. There's a stage. People are going crazy. I mean, when I got out of there, my ears were ringing when I got out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, your head's spinning when you leave.
My head's spinning from looking at the ass and from hearing the music and also the blinding lights. Yeah. It's an experience.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It's
the blinding lights were a lot.
It's like going to the Rainforest Cafe, but in Dominican Republic, kind of. It's like, it's an experience. So make sure you check it out. It's really good. And they have, it's like everything. It's like if 5 Dominican guys sat around, they're like, what should we do? Oh, yeah. With a restaurant?
There was a bar, there was a bakery, there was a stage, there was everything.
It was like if they said, okay, what should we do? And everybody put an idea, and they said, okay, we'll just do all of it.
It was like seafood, and then also like steaks, but then also like sushi, and then also like, I don't know, like literally anything you could think of. Like it seemed like they would make it for you.
They said,
Mexican food.
Yeah, the menu was so big that it was basically like, just say fuck it, whatever you want, we got it. Like I stopped looking eventually. The menu it just kept going. It was endless. It was an endless buffet of beautiful things to do, of beautiful things to eat. Yeah. So that was the only thing I really ate in this neighborhood, I think.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think we've gone to eat anywhere.
But you've had Dominican. We should. Maybe later.
But
that's right, because I've been at Clay's residence for about 4 days now, and I'm going back tomorrow, which I don't know when this podcast is going to be uploaded, by the way, because I won't be home till, I think, Wednesday. So sorry, this is late. My bad, but we don't do it for no reason. We're disciplined around here. Yeah. It has to be a good reason we're late. You know what I mean? And the reason I came down here, which Clay did not know, is because he was graduated with his master's. I don't have a sound effect on it. That's my crowd.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I thought you were just coming to visit because you just like New York so much.
No, I can't. Well, that is true, because I will be coming back like pretty much every month from now on. I'm basically going to start living here again, but also not. Because every time I come back, I just get sadder and sadder as I leave. Every time I come back, this is so true. It's not even a joke. Every time I leave, I'm so sad. I'm so depressed. Which I still love Utica. I'm not saying I don't. I love Utica so much. It's great. But also, I haven't been to a doctor in 6 years because I don't feel like going to Boonesville to go see a doctor and taking like the train. You know, here it's a lot more accessible for me. So anyway, your mom told me that last time I came down here, we had a little clandestine conversation, and she was like, Clay's graduating, you want to come down? So we did, but I just told you that I was coming down. Mm-hmm. And then we walk into your backyard yesterday, and what do we see?
A bunch of people, like a bunch of my family, a bunch of people from our high school.
Surprise!
A whole big surprise party.
Massive surprise party.
Yeah.
A lot of people there in your old neighborhood in Staten Island.
Yeah.
We went there and we had a beautiful time.
Yeah.
Got there at 2:30 and we left at 3 a.m. And there were people there that I haven't seen in 12 years. Our wrestling coach was there.
Yeah.
A bunch of other beautiful people were there, and a bunch of people were smashed on tequila. Tequila was on tap. Yeah. There were just barrels of tequila in the corner.
One person notably missing.
Oh, who was missing? Oh, yeah, that's right. EJ. Shout out to EJ because your mom literally called him and said, hey, do you want to come down for Clay's graduation party? I'll
fly you out. I'll have somebody take you from your house to the gate of the airplane and then somebody pick you up.
Like, you will have a chaperone from A to B and then from B to C. You would have to think of nothing. You will have to spend nothing. And Eddie, of course, went... Just every excuse in the world not to be there, pretty much, which is disrespectful. And every excuse we poked a hole in. He said, I love your mom. I don't want her to spend money on me. And I said, well, if she would have cashed up to you $100 for weed, you would have spent it. So don't even act like you won't do that, bro. For real. Give us your review of your party.
10 out of 10.
It was a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, like I wasn't expecting it, so surprise 10 out of 10. Guest list 10 out of 10. I mean, if I asked those people to show up to my party, they wouldn't have showed up, so.
That's right. And I said it's really only because you got your masters.
Yeah.
They won't show up for your birthday.
Yeah,
but they were there for the masters. They might show up now because they think tequila's on tap over there.
Yeah.
After we had a couple barrels.
But yeah, no, it was great. A large portion of my family was there. My aunt flew out from Texas. My grandmother and my cousins, they came out from
she probably
Long
flew
Island.
away. She probably definitely wanted to leave Texas because they have no power there.
Oh,
they'd never have power. She's like, hell yeah, can I stay here?
She was saying like it's like cold. She was saying it's like so hot out there. It was like 100 degrees out there every day. That sounds so oppressive.
Oh yeah, well Phoenix, Arizona is boiling. Texas is boiling. It's about to get crazy. I think it's 100 from what I heard.
Did I hear you saying that they're giving lions popsicle sticks?
They're giving because we didn't talk about this actually. The monkeys, 150 monkeys dropped dead in Mexico around the time of the 6-hour spectacular. We didn't end up getting to that. But in Mexico, 150 monkeys dropped dead. It was a sad scene.
Fentanyl.
They were giving them. They've been on that fent. It's everywhere. That's right. They picked up a kilo and they got into it. Fucking ODing.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Now they were giving them freaking water and stuff. But now I guess at like probably the zoos or whatever habitats they have to give lions popsicles and they're like giving them like they're just hosing down every animal because it's so hot. I heard it's 125 degrees in India. Did you know that?
Listen.
How hot can it get before we're dead? 200?
Well, heat waves and droughts kill more people than any other type of natural disaster.
Really? More than school shooters?
Natural disaster.
Oh.
But probably more than school shooters, yeah.
Okay.
School shooters don't kill that many people a year.
Okay. I mean, there's a lot these days.
But,
every time you turn around.
I think heat waves kill more people than, like, floods or like hurricanes or anything like that,
and it's only gonna continue.
Yeah,
this is very bad.
Yeah, like
I don't know what
heat waves
gonna
actually
do.
Kill people.
I mean, is there any that we're screwed? Right? Is the only thing you could do is just enjoy yourself until you fry.
I mean, they're handling it in Saudi Arabia. Like, there's got to be a way to stay cool.
Well, I think in Saudi Arabia, from what I understand, whenever it gets like this, they literally switch their days. Like, they do everything at night. I might be wrong. This is what I heard. I heard that through certain seasons in Saudi Arabia, when it gets too hot, everybody just switches over to nightlife, which I would love.
Yeah.
I would freaking kill for that. But that's what apparently gets so hot over there. I don't know how hot it gets, though. Probably not 125.
It probably gets that hot.
Jeez.
I mean, or maybe it doesn't get that hot, but you know what I mean.
It gets hot. You don't want to be old outside. Basically, you don't want to be an old person. You're gonna fucking die.
Yeah. What are we gonna do if it gets hot in America?
It is hot. What are we gonna do? We're just gonna try and stay cool enough until you die. Basically,
I mean, I think the other problem is that if it's hot in America, it means it's really hot in Mexico, and if it's really hot in Mexico, they're gonna be banging on our door. I know that Mexico already fights with Texas for water. People are gonna start tweaking out of the water.
Oh, I heard there's gonna be the Great Water War is coming.
Yeah,
they'll be fighting over Fiji. We'll be fighting over Poland Spring. It'll be they'll have like monopolies on water, like water gangs.
Yeah.
So you got to get with like
Boss
you got
gang.
Yeah, there's gonna be there's gonna be like we got the prime real estate on Avion right now. We got mad Avion like slaughtering people over Avion. Yeah, it's gonna get crazy, bro. But I don't know if we're gonna be alive for that. Are we gonna be alive for when shit really hits the fan? Or are we out of here?
I think we're gonna be alive when shit hits the fan, bro.
And we're gonna be old, which is not where you want to be.
We might not even be old. We might be like in our 30s.
That's literally next year for me.
Yeah,
that's not good. That's not good. Well,
it could definitely be in the next 10 years that things start getting real.
What's
sticky.
What's that French saying? You know what they say? Say la. What is that one? It's like basically, hey, live it up. Which is the one like that? They say, hey.
I think I mean such is life or something like that.
Whichever one they raise the go, hey, live it up. Fuck it.
Cheers.
Basically, I don't know if it's that one.
Yeah.
I think they have one where they go, hey, fuck tomorrow. Forget about it. Just live for today.
But you can say that in English too. Just forget about it.
Live for today.
Because you tell me it's 125 degrees in India. I'm like, oh, that's India's problem.
Boy, that's your problem, buddy. That's your issue. Ain't got nothing.
I'm worried about what's happening over here.
That's right.
And there's concentric circles of that.
I don't want to know anything about it. I don't want anything. Did you see in China? Speaking of foreign countries. I guess they would look at somebody was investigating this huge waterfall, this popular waterfall of it, and they found out there was like a pipe just squirting out the water. I guess but it's supposed to be.
That's mad funny.
It's supposed to be like a natural waterfall. I'm assuming, right? That's where you go.
Yeah.
You go because you don't go because you're like, oh, let's go see this big hose.
Yeah.
You go because like, oh, let's go see this natural event, right? Is that way? I've only been to one waterfall, and I've
been to two waterfalls. I've been to a natural waterfall in upstate New York that was like small. It was I think it might have been the tallest waterfall.
Yeah, I've been there.
But
I've been to that one. I forgot what it's called.
But it's not Niagara Falls.
No. I know which one you're talking about. I've been there.
It's mad tall, and it's kind of like two waterfalls, and it's like in the woods.
Yes, I went there. I went there against my own will because Pastor, we were driving, right? We would drive after a long trip. Everybody was exhausted. Crow and I were in the car. We're both sleeping, right? Yeah. Fast asleep. He wakes up and says, "Hey, do you guys want to see the biggest waterfall?" We said, "Sure." We thought, man, like we're gonna drive by it. Yeah. He's gonna point it out, and then
you guys like parked and like hiked.
Yeah, we thought like, oh, we're gonna just see it in passing. He said, "Do you guys?" He just said while he's driving, "Do you guys want to see the biggest waterfall?"
Yeah.
We said, "Huh? Yeah, sure, yeah." I thought we were just gonna wave him off.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I wake up and I hear, "How much for parking?" I was like, "What?" And then I find us, and then we start hiking up. We start our hike up, and then coming down is this family, and the little girl could not look more pissed off. The little girl looked so furious, and I was like, "This is foreshadowing. This is what I'm gonna look like when I come down here." And that's exactly what I did. And then it started thundering, and I was like, "This is not optimal." I'm not a big hiking guy. I know you are though. I know you're a hiking guy. You don't close the window. We need the
no, I think something's like on fire out there. It smells like smoke.
It's probably barbecuing. They're barbecuing on the.
You ever went to the ice caves?
Have I ever been to the ice caves?
You gotta have Pastor take you to the ice caves.
I haven't even taken a crosstown bus in the city. You think I've been to the ice caves?
No, I'm talking about this upstate.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not really that adventurous.
No, yeah, you gotta go to the ice caves. It's in the Catskills. They have, like how like the mountains are like big giant rocks, and they have like a crack in the rock.
Right.
And the hot and the cold air separates, and all the cold air goes down into these rock cracks.
Right.
And it's like being inside of like a natural freezer, like even in the summertime, like there's ice on the walls.
Wow.
And you can like see your breath.
Wow. I cannot even imagine even going there for 1 second. I have like zero interest in being anywhere. I have zero interest in being anywhere natural. Like I'm a straight up consumer American. Just give me dopamine in my veins. Like I want to go to a mall where there's like a roller coaster there, where there's a Cold Stone. You know, people are fighting. There's, you know, I just want to see. I'd like to see, what's the word I'm looking? Unnatural things. I like to see unnatural circumstances in events. You know, I don't need all that hoopla of nature.
Sure.
No, you and I are exact opposites.
Yeah.
You and I are like exact opposites because we can't even sit in the house for like we were going to the party yesterday, and then I'm just like, okay, let's go out to grab something real quick.
Yeah.
We'll come back. We have like an hour till we go. You know, I go grab a Starbucks, whatever. And I think we're walking back, and you're like, well, what are we gonna do now? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like the ride's gonna be here now? Aren't we just gonna sit around till then? You're like, no, we gotta go do something. We gotta go do something. I'm like, oh my god. Like, what is there? But I will say this. I do appreciate you because whenever we do go, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I need to be pushed outside. I don't just go to the park though.
You gotta just go to the park.
When I do walks, I see walking as a solitary experience. Cause that's when I get like when I start like thinking of ideas and stuff.
No,
I don't usually walk around with people.
No, it's great.
Well, we took a walk, a very beautiful natural walk through Times Square, which is the worst place to be.
Janelle's is calling me.
Which is even... Oh, Janelle's calling me? Calling you? Oh, tell her she's going to be on the podcast.
Hello?
Hold on, we have Janelle's phoning in.
I'm actually recording Thomas's podcast with him right now.
Do you want to say hi, Janelle's, to the podcast? Janelle's?
Hi, what's up?
Would you like to say hi to everybody listening to the show right now?
Sure.
Well, go ahead.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Do you have what are your thoughts on Clay's graduation party?
Oh man, amazing!
It was
His
amazing.
face to die for.
Right, and you know the tequila was flowing, huh?
Oh yeah, last yesterday.
Yeah, last yesterday. The tequilas must be still flowing as we speak. You're still going, huh?
It was going. Right?
It was definitely flowing. Your face was a little red. I think I saw some tears coming out at the end.
That was so funny. Oh my god, so I can't even describe it. It was hilarious.
It was hilarious. Thank you. Did you call for any private reasons, or can we know on the show why you called?
Oh, I called Clay to see what he was doing Thursday. What time he got out of work to see if he wanted to swing by.
Oh, okay.
For the barbecue.
Oh, we got a barbecue. I'm staying. So who all gonna be there?
Sarai, Vanessa, and everyone else.
Am I invited?
I mean, if you stay, I don't see why not.
You think I should stay, Clay?
Till Thursday?
Yeah. Although I'm asking him, like, I live at his house now, so I can't. Like, yeah, should I stay, Clay? Do you want me to stay,
Yeah, I
Clay?
don't give a fuck.
Clay doesn't care. Wow, so I
Okay.
might end up freaking. I got to do laundry. I have to. I'm
No,
totally
it's 2
gonna.
days.
Huh? Well, I only packed for 5 days, so I'll
you'll
have
be
to do
alright.
laundry. I'll have to do some stuff. But I
Okay,
might.
wash.
Am I okay? You could say if I'm really. Am I actually invited? Or am I only invited because I said that because I'm right in front of you?
Listen.
I'm actually invited. It's not a pity invite.
Yeah, he doesn't have a problem. All I gotta do is just tell him.
Wait, who barbecue? I thought this was your barbecue.
No, this is like the dorm barbecue.
The dorm? Oh, it's at the school?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm coming for sure.
What time?
So it starts at 4:30.
Oh, okay.
That'll probably
Yeah.
go.
Because I got work, but I can definitely do that.
Yeah, I could definitely do that. I got to work too, but I'll definitely do that. I'll be there.
Sorry, I definitely took over your podcast.
Listen, you know what's funny? Justin was asking me the other day. He was like, when is Janelle's coming on the podcast? Because let me tell you that this is history right now. You are our first ever female guest on the show. People don't like the word female. They like woman. What do you prefer? They don't like female. You're not a creature.
Nowadays you gotta specify, right?
What do you identify as, Janelle? Please enlighten us.
Nah, you had it right the first time.
You're a female?
Female. Yep.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you were our first female guest on the show. You made history, and now you're back. So Justin's gonna be happy.
Where's Justin? He's here?
No, he's not here. Well, he's in Queens, but
Oh, okay.
he's recovering.
But,
He's recovering from Lyme disease.
Yes, but I thought he was listening.
He's not at the second, but he will be.
Eventually.
Do you have any words for Justin?
Justin, I love you.
Wow, thank you. That's so beautiful. He's gonna love that. He was literally asking for you the other day, for sure.
No, I miss Justin.
Yes, we all miss Justin. Shout out to Justin. He's the best.
So you guys are coming through?
We're coming through.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. All right.
I'm
good.
overstaying my
That's
welcome.
what
I'm inserting myself into everybody's plans now.
Yo, what's new? You're not
okay.
leaving the days. All you're
Yeah, I think the first time I stayed, I ended up staying at.
You've never stayed the amount of time you say you're gonna stay.
The first time I stayed I was like, I'm staying for a week. I think I stayed like 3 weeks at Dre's house in the living room. Like every time they came, I was like, what up, yo? What's happening, bro?
Hey, listen, you'll be back for good soon. So
Just clear with the apartment stuff.
Oh, my apartment?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll just be like, hey, somebody died. I'll just be like, listen, I came down because I had a family emergency and they're dead now. So I have to stay. Had to stay for funeral processions.
Yeah.
Right. So I should probably leave Friday. Or Saturday. We'll get it together.
We'll figure it out.
All
We'll get it
fellas,
together.
I'll let you go. I'll talk to you later.
All
Right.
See you later, Nels. I'll text you.
Love you. Wow. I don't have the crowd effect, but that was a magical moment. A live impromptu talk with Janellis, and now you found out that we're going to go to the barbecue. Barbecue at the old school.
And this is the NYI barbecue.
That's right. This is going to be sick. We're going to go to the gym, go to the wrestling mat, start rolling around.
Start showing these kids how to wrestle. Just grab a bunch of teenagers, just start whipping them around.
Start slamming them around, and then we're going to blow out our fucking shoulder and our knee. Oh my god. We're gonna get all messed
start
up.
shaking them up and down by their ankles.
We're gonna embarrass ourselves. What is you are almost 30. What is ailing you the most in your body?
What is ailing me the most in my body?
Mine is my shoulder, but my shoulder's been, I think. My back is starting a little bit. But it's my wrist from that skateboard accident and my shoulder from wrestling. Those are like injuries that have sustained for years now, and they continue to ail me.
Probably like my lungs.
Oh yeah, big time.
From smoking and the shot.
And from you don't want to hear that? We're not gonna listen. This episode is sponsored by Pfizer. Go get your COVID shots.
Get vaccinated.
Go get your vax. Okay.
I'm proudly vaccinated.
Yes, that's right.
And so I have trouble breathing sometimes. And then other than that, yeah, my shoulders.
Well, it's a good thing you got your vax. It would have been worse if you didn't.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. That's right.
That's why.
That's right. When you got vaccinated,
I would be dead if I wasn't vaccinated.
When you got vaccinated, what incentive did you go for? Did you go for the Apple gift card? There were many incentives. There were fries.
Well, okay, actually, the funny thing about it is that when the pandemic hit, I worked in a hospital and I was a healthcare worker, so I actually got access to the vaccine like way before like the general public.
Oh,
and I was like,
big
I'm
shot.
special, and
Right.
I get this before you, and all of you are gonna die, and I'm gonna live, and I'm gonna be the master of the universe.
You were like a vaccine elitist. You were like waving it over everybody's head. You're like, LOL.
I was like, you guys can't even get vaccinated. Like,
I'm the man right now. Fuck you all. You fucking underlings.
Yeah, pretty much.
You fucking losers. I can go out now. So the incentive to you was exclusivity.
Yeah.
You got the exclusive vax.
Yeah.
You got the one before they even knew what was even going to happen to anybody.
I got it when it was kind of in the rudimentary stages.
Right.
Kind of just.
So that means they had
some things together.
They had a close eye on you to see what it was going to do. They were like, let's keep an eye on this guy.
I don't know. I always prayed that I got the healthcare worker one, so they didn't put too much of the funny stuff in there.
All it took was a Starbucks gift card for me. I got the Starbucks $15 gift card.
I think Eddie went for the $100.
He got the $100 vax, the $100 gift card
I think
vax.
so.
Wow, he got that's a good deal. They were giving out a lot. The fries was a peak America. Like they just treat us like we were 6-year-olds. You remember that clip? I forgot who some New York politician was on the news, and he was like, if you get vaccinated, we're gonna give you fries. Don't you like fries? That was my favorite part of the vaccine. Is like it definitely showed how the government views us, and they view us like little children. Because like every vaccine, if the vaccine commercial wasn't like, you're gonna die right now if you don't get the vaccine. No, dead ass. They treat us like we were children. Because how do you talk to children? It's like how do you incentivize children? One is you scare the shit out of them. Like, if you don't go to bed right now, the boogeyman's going to come out and it's going to eat you alive. Like, oh my God, sorry. And if you want to go the other way, it's like, hey, you after we go to the doc, if you go to the dentist today, I'll take you to Toys R Us. We'll get you a toy.
It's like there was never a time where the government talked to me so much. Like they give you so many messages from so many different vectors. There's posters at your workplace. There's ads on the radio. There's ads on TV. There's ads in the subway.
Right. Oh,
You
James
know,
Corden is dancing around.
Yeah, it's all over the news every day.
Right.
To the point where it feels like everybody's saying the same thing when really only those things are saying the same thing, and the people in your life are like, oh, I don't really know. Like,
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
But they definitely they treat us like, it just shows the way the government views the population, like we're 3-year-olds. If it wasn't, oh, the boogeyman's gonna eat you, it's like, you want a fry, you like McDonald's, right?
I think the worst part is not that the government thinks that we're 3-year-olds. It's that, like, the biggest chunk of people that we're able to control just through messaging is on that level. And, like,
Right.
can be spoken to like that, and actually responds best to being spoken like that.
So it's not that they view us that way, it's that we are that way. Is there
There's
the general-
enough of us that are that way that's the most effective thing to do.
You just talk to people like their children, like their cavemen, like few words best. Few words is best, like what do you call, like massive stimulation, just adrenaline dump, or like anything to get the, like, dopamine or adrenaline dumping it, or cortisol. That's it. Whatever you get,
That's the Don strategy.
yeah, they just dump the dopamine, or they dump the cortisol.
Yeah.
That's how you get somebody to make a decision.
Yeah.
You want this cheese? It's either the carrot or the stick. That's it. It's not like, hey, let's have an informed conversation right now.
Yeah.
Let's have a nice informed talk. We don't get that. Do other countries get that? Is there any countries that have escaped that have elevated past
What?
childlike promotion or decision making?
No. Maybe.
Every country's pretty much under the thumb.
Yeah, we get the I feel it feels like we get the most freedom. I think we have the most freedom.
You think so?
But even over here they crack down.
Right. I think China has the most freedom, to be honest.
Actually, you're right. I do want to say to any Chinese
Publications or people,
publications or
Chinese government,
organizations
CCP.
that might be listening, that honestly, like, we are cool. Like, we don't have any.
We don't have any ill will against you.
Yeah, like, we're doing good.
We
Like,
love China.
yeah, we think China is really cool.
We think China's like,
And-
we're not on was it we're not on Douyin. What's that Chinese app?
Douyin?
We're not on Douyin, but we are on.
Xiaohongshu.
We're on the Xiaohongshu app. Listen, I'm gonna have a serious talk with you guys right now. All right, everybody get close, because this is the moment that is gonna change your life. Okay, we're gonna get you on the listen. We're gonna get you on the ground floor. This is like crypto. This is like Bitcoin. You're gonna be on the ground floor of something special right now. Okay, TikTok is constantly under attack. The theories are that either it's going to be taken away, or even that people are losing interest in it. Is that correct?
Yeah, because the content has evolved to a point where now people are doing fake things just to create content because it's easier than doing real.
That's
things.
right. Like, they're doing skits, but they're trying to pass. I mean, it's basically the evolution of YouTube. YouTube used to be lit. It used to be a very organic content. It used to be people like just doing fun things, and now it's like, oh, this is a prank, but it's really fake. This is like, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, but it's really just staged and it's fake. And that's what YouTube has become. Or just like a bunch of celebrities doing dumb shit that nobody cares about. Or what do you call it? Like, puppets going on there and espousing any type of agenda that we need to be spoon-fed. But so the same sentiment is being talked about when it comes to TikTok.
Yeah.
But there's an app that you need to be going on right now. Why don't you tell us about that app, Clay?
Okay, so Xiaohongshu, it stands for Little Red Book, or Red, and it's a pretty cool app. It's got like a TikTok style, like short videos. It's also got like Instagram style where you post pictures, and then it's sort of like Temu where you can buy like products, and you can like pin different styles. It has like a Pinterest function, and it's rad. And people are leaving TikTok and going on to Xiaohongshu.
There's no American influence except for white people teaching Chinese people how to speak Chinese and
Yeah.
Chinese people speaking.
And it's growing in America, and they have, I think, 3 million users. It's 90% female.
That's right. You listen.
Those are
Let me tell you what.
views.
Let me tell you what. 90%. It's like 99 on my feed.
Yeah.
All right, I barely see any dudes.
I see.
I don't look at dudes.
but not the streamers. So the streamers are all women, but
That's right.
A lot of the content creators, there's more male content creators.
Oh, okay. I look at
But
the stream.
streamers are it's like
They're working out.
99% women.
They're showing you like a blouse they want to sell you. They need to work on the shop because we found like a water shotgun, but we can't buy anything because it's still solely in Chinese.
Yeah.
Like you cannot really, you just need to like kind of sign on and then just go with the flow. Just kind of click things and
just
kind of
press on things, see what happens.
but it's still very Chinese as of right now. We haven't really infiltrated it to the point where they go, okay, we need to Americanize this. Which really, do we even want?
No,
I
like all the stuff that they get up to over
And
there.
really, we were kind of pissed off in the car the other day because they started to pick up on us. They're like, oh, you guys are American, huh? Let's show you some American. We're like, no, do
No,
not
yeah.
show us that.
It starts showing
We
you
want to
American
see
content.
Chinese people on the beach beating up crabs.
Yeah.
Smacking her. Well,
Smacking
okay.
fish around.
Let me. I don't agree with this. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you what I saw. I'm not saying that I like this. I'm not saying that this is good.
No, it's fishing.
Well,
That's
there's.
all they're doing is fishing.
Well, no, there's the one where they beat the fish with a bat, which is crazy. But to be fair, we do worse.
Yeah.
We reel the fish in, and then a lot of people throw them on the
Have
boat,
you
and
seen
they.
factory farming?
It's terrible. It's terrible. But there was a very out of character video for China. This is random. We never seen anything like this. But they're on the beach and there's like a crocodile there, and they're like throwing dirt into the crocodile's mouth with a shovel. And then once the crocodile is like, oh, this is dirt, and he spits it out, they beat it in the head with a shovel, and they just continue to do it. It's like it's not funny. It's terrible. It's a horrible video. But I did watch it twice because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. But there's a bunch of that.
I saw another one where there was a zookeeper. He must have been a zookeeper, and there was like a big enclosure that had like 50 crocodiles in it. They were smaller than that.
I didn't know China had all these crocs.
Everything is a crocodile hatching. Crocodiles at the zoo.
It's crazy. I've never seen a crocodile
they have
egg
crocodile
hatch.
Farm. They probably have crocodile farms for textiles for the skin.
Oh, like they make stuff?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because we probably don't do that much in America.
That's a high quality product.
Yeah. That's
And
how
you know
get, like,
China,
when
if
get,
you know
like,
one
like
thing about
Asian
China,
shoes.
they are all for high quality products.
Yeah.
If I'm going to buy anything,
So it's probably an alligator skin.
I mean,
farm.
that's why everything in America is from China, because it's like so high quality. Why
and
not?
you get to do whatever you want. You get to have alligator farms where they just beat them in the head with.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen an
sticks.
alligator hatch from a egg before till I went on the app.
It
So
was pretty cool.
the only thing that's lame is I like to watch live content and streamers and you don't know what's going on because they're speaking Chinese.
Yeah,
That's the only lame-
I found one couple that does speak in English, and they just talk about like like how to be like successful, but like in the most like schoolish, like a bookish way ever. They're like,
Listen,
they're listen, like these are the people that you should be friends with in school, and like don't get confused. Like usually people are friends with just who's around them the most, but you should be picking people and targeting them and be
That's
their
right.
friends.
Do not be genuine at all.
Yeah.
You need to have an agenda on your mind with every person you meet. That's what I always say.
And then as you're social climbing, you got to also get time management skills and like make sure that you're like getting to all the functions and like keeping a calendar and like.
I mean, this is what needs to be taught, right? How to social climb. I mean, come on. This is why everybody in America is graduating with a 4th grade reading level, which is true, right? I'm not making that up.
in
like-
what, graduating high school? With a
Yeah,
fourth
with
grade
like a
reading?
four, I've heard that like there's a large majority of people graduating with a 4th grade reading level,
I mean, I think at the end of the day, there's going to be an average.
and you're saying it's swinging towards retardation.
Yeah, I think an average is an average.
This is why you need to give your kids the Chinese app, so they need to learn because they're not getting what they need in school.
Yeah.
Give them the Chinese app.
If you want your kid to be successful in school and not have any problems, you should give them an iPad as soon as possible.
Give them a Chinese iPad.
Yeah.
And if I can go back in time and do anything over again, I would say, learn Chinese. That's what I would say.
Oh yeah.
So I really know, so I can really be in the depths of this app, because it's lit.
It is It is really cool. I saw somebody hypnotize a chicken.
Yeah, people hypnotize. They're selling cool things that are gonna last forever.
I saw a goat with a BBL. Like I saw like a goat with like a huge butt that like was like mad swollen. Like it looked like it had butt tumors on it.
People selling what is it? Like not a waist trainer, like body shape.
I saw chickens that had like extra fat legs. Like they had like big, thick fucking elephant legs.
That's right. Like the ones they get at Walmart. Like that's the ones I buy.
Yeah.
The
And
ones
then they
you buy
fry
at-
up into like these big, fat, like ham hock, like lamb chop looking.
And now we know where they're coming
chicken
from.
legs.
Now we know where these big ass chicken thighs and chicken legs are coming from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then we saw the one where they're selling body wear. What's the one where they basically make fat people look skinny? You know what I mean?
Shapewear.
Shapewear.
Yeah.
A lot of shapewear. Fashion Nova is under fire right now because Fashion Nova did a body positive campaign, and apparently the bodies were not as vast. I mean, they look positive to me. The bodies look very positive to me.
How vast does the body have to be?
Listen. I think they wanted it to be like my 600-pound life. They wanted to get like somebody from my 600-pound life and put him in Fashion Nova. But here's the problem. I'm not saying anything about people of large girth. I think there's a large majority of people who look good with extra weight on them. That's not the problem. Fashion Nova is not known for their high quality material. So if you're putting Fashion Nova on somebody who's, tipping the scale,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna fly.
And
That material might not hold up. You know what I mean?
yeah, and also it's like just the same thing. Like when you buy clothing from like Japan or China, you always got to get like a size or two up because they have no idea how fat we get.
That's right.
They don't even understand. They can't fathom it. They wouldn't even understand the proportions that we get to once we get to these sizes. So they kind of give up after a while. They go about 3 or 4 sizes bigger than anybody out there. And then they kind of give up and they say, well, we don't know. We're not experts in this.
Right. I mean, there should be a market for it because people do get that large. So there has to be...
I'm sure that there are high-quality websites for, like plus size, fast fashion.
Right. I did not see... but how can you do fast fashion at such a large girth of a person? Like, you're going to be moving around.
More textile workers.
Shit's going to rip. Shit's gonna, you know what I mean? Like, the quality ain't there in those brands.
Well, I think that's the point. I mean, it sounds kind of terrible where you get like long drapey dresses that kind of just go over things.
They don't shape. They don't hold the body.
Shapewear. Is this about shapewear?
Well, this is lingerie. I think Fashion Nova has like dresses. They have lingerie. I mean, they probably do have shapewear. They have a bunch of stuff. I personally very much enjoyed the ad. I think you would too. The ad was great. It was fun. I found there to be various body sizes. I thought it was very positive. I found the bodies to be very positive, to be honest. Yeah, I saw nothing wrong.
Lingerie is also kind of one size fits all. I've definitely seen
that's inappropropriate. You can't say that. I have to edit that out.
That stretch to next week.
I have to edit that out. You can't say that.
What?
That's offensive to say that. There's multiple sizes, and one size fits all is not appropriate. You need to have you need to go up to 12X.
Okay.
And that's that.
No, you're right.
That's inappropriate, and we're gonna get in trouble.
My transgressions. I got to do those apologies that they do, where like they go and they cry and they say I'm sorry 100 times.
I'm so sorry.
I am very sorry. I am very sorry for what I said about women's shapewear and for lingerie.
One size fits all is not the way. That's not it.
I am very sorry, and I have brought shame to my family.
I dishonored my family. I must commit Harry Carey.
Harry Carey.
Let me tell you what, I wanted to commit Harry Carey yesterday. I'm going to have the floor for a second, Clay.
Go ahead.
Because I was very much excited for this movie called In a Violent Nature. Okay? It's a movie that is about a killer in the woods, and it's basically sold as a movie that's kind of from the killer's perspective. It's not POV, like through the eyes, but it's essentially a third-person image. Like if you're playing a video game, a third-person video game, you're walking behind the killer for most of the parts. So all the kind of story that you're getting, you're looking at. So instead of it being from the perspective of the victims, which it always is, like it follows the victims. Oh, they're drinking coffee. They talk about, oh, he's gonna come kill me, my boyfriend. They're gonna talk. They're all scared. This one is from the perspective of the killer. So it's like after he kills, you see him walking around like, well, who am I going to get now? Who am I going to get next? Like, I'm about to smack this bitch. I'm about to fucking fry this dude, right? So I thought that was a brilliant idea, to be honest. I was like, I'm very excited for that. That seems awesome. Let's do it. Let's rock out. I go to the theater to see this. It's a Shudder movie. And I also think it's an A24 movie. It is, because I saw an article about it today, which we will, trust me, we'll get to that article. It's just insane. So we go to see the movie. Very pumped. Opening scene, he comes out of the ground. Scene was a little long, and I was like, all right. But I'm enjoying watching. What I liked about the movie is you're getting a lot of the story, most of the story from his. So like kind of how you'd play a video game, right? And like you're hiding somewhere, and you're hearing the other people talk about something.
Yeah.
And that's how you're getting. So like, oh, did you know that? You know, you're kind of looking at the killer in the woods, but you're also seeing the victims, potential victims. You're like, oh, 12 years ago, this guy came out of the ground and he started killing people, blah, blah, blah. So I enjoyed that because I felt like I was kind of playing a game, and it was a fresh perspective, right?
Yeah.
See the guy walking around. I've heard this was a very gory movie. The first kill, you didn't even see it. It was off camera. I was like, waste. Okay, I wanted to see that. So he goes around, and I mean, it's like these 5 people. They're in the woods. Talking about, oh, do you know Big Johnny? He came out of the ground 12 years ago, and he killed people. Oh my God, it's gonna be crazy. So then Big Johnny comes out, drowns somebody. I'm not gonna get into spoilers, but there was one epic, solid, awesome kill. This movie, I've heard it was very gory. I heard it was very graphic, and I was like, I don't really like movies that are very graphic, but I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna see what's going on. And there was one kill that was very graphic. There was another kill that I thought was gonna be very graphic, but it was not. It did not turn out to be that way. But let me tell you, the movie was going, people were getting killed, and I started falling asleep. The movie was putting me right to bed. It was missing something. It just didn't work out. I'm not going to shit all over the movie because I feel like they tried. I feel like they tried something different. I feel like they tried something new, but it wasn't working. Maybe this is not supposed to be done. Maybe it's not supposed to be done this way where you look. Maybe that's why this hasn't been done that much, is because it's not really fun to watch from the killer's perspective like that. You kind of do need a break. And, where the killer's hiding, you don't know where he is. You don't know what he's doing. It's very tense. But this time you just follow him everywhere he's walking. There's no music in the movie, which I actually thought was a good thing. It kind of, because it's all like kind of a nature soundtrack.
You know what it is, like how they say that there's only really like 6 stories. Like, there's like the hero's journey and like all the fucking
archetypes.
Yeah. So like if you're not following that and you're breaking that formula like hard enough, not that it's going to be bad, but chances are people aren't going to be naturally interested in it.
Right, majority of people, the people like us who want to be talked to like children.
Yeah.
So I think this movie is for people who don't like Cocomelon content, which is not like me. I need everything fast.
No, maybe like smarter people than us would like it.
That's what I mean. People like us who who just need constant dopamine dump for every scene. There's titties, there's this, there's that. So I've started falling asleep, but this is where they really got me. So at the end, I'm not going to say what happened at the end, but obviously, somebody escapes. It's the fucking end of a horror movie. Somebody's going to escape, right? Yeah. So this woman escapes, and she's in this car, and she's talking to this woman, and this woman's like, oh, yeah, my brother, he was attacked by a bear before. And she just kept going on about this, about how her brother was attacked by a bear, and then the movie just ends. It was like 15 minutes of this woman in the car with the savior, right? And it was going so long that everybody in the theater was sucking their teeth because we're expecting them to be talking and like the tire to pop or an axe to fly through the window or something. And maybe we were missing something. Maybe we missed it, but it was literally 15 minutes of a pointless conversation.
Yeah. The gimmick is that they broke the formula and then that made the movie suck.
But then it did suck. The movie sucked. I'm sorry to say the movie sucked. It was boring. There was good kills, like 2 good kills. But, there's going to be people who just like artsy things. They just enjoy breaking the formula to break formula's sake. And then I saw an article today that they said, oh, watch out, Blumhouse, because A24 is the next big horror thing, the next big horror company. And let me tell you what, the last 2 A24 horror movies have been absolutely bombs. They've been dubs, they've been L's, and you don't need to see them. They kind of disappointed me because A24, I had their back for a little while there, But now, I don't know what to do. Okay, I was very excited for this movie. I'm going to say go see it because you may like it. You may enjoy this. I just found it to be tedious. I found it to be boring. And I think it should have been like a short film. You know when this kind of would have been good? If it was a 30-minute short film. You know what I mean? Like if they did a short 30-minute movie from the killer's perspective, I don't think that's a bad thing. And I think truly a lot of stories that are put in movies can be just deduced down to a short film, and they just don't want to do it. They, obviously they want to make a feature-length film so they can make their money out of it. But I think a lot of things are just stretched, and I think that's what this was. I think this could have been a fire 30-minute movie. It would have been sick, but it was far too long. And to me, it was a straight L. I don't even know what to rate it, bro. It was like a 2 at best. Okay, everybody in the theater was moaning and groaning. I don't think anybody was feeling it. So, bomb, and there you go. Clay, I don't know when this is coming out, because now I'm staying up till, I might be staying here till fucking next week. So I'm going to try and get this out somehow. That's right, we do have a computer. I forgot about that. That's right, you do have multiple computers. So we'll get this up. We'll get this up. Do you have any final words, any final thoughts?
Any final words, any final thoughts?
You just ate an ice cream sandwich.
Yeah, I just ate an ice cream sandwich and I was cleaning up some turtle poop. Final thoughts. Floss daily, at least twice.
I flossed yesterday after eating tacos.
I bought a new floss, but my floss it's like a too big of a gauge and it doesn't fit in between my teeth.
Right.
So this is not like...
You have tight gaps in your teeth.
Yeah. So
Do you think that might be a detriment because you can't get the stuff out?
Yeah, so I gotta actually buy different floss.
You are very susceptible to gum disease and gingivitis due to that. You know that?
Yeah. But I rinse with 3 different things. I rinse with Listerine and peroxide and apple cider vinegar.
Absolutely fascinating. Yeah. Absolutely fascinating. The next show will be coming to you from the border to talk about the migrant crisis. So be ready for that. We're gonna be interviewing. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be awesome. So peace and love. See you next time.